Guys, did you see this? Did you see this picture yesterday? It was going everywhere on social media. We have breaking news. Bryce Harper was just found in a Mighty Ducks hockey uniform. Do you know what that means? The Ducks are a hockey team. Who has the Ducks in hockey? The Anaheim Ducks. What does that mean? Bryce Harper is confirmed to the Anaheim Angels. Or is it the Los Angeles Angels now? I can't remember. Oh wait, I forgot. They're no longer the Anaheim Angels. When did that change? That was changed a while ago. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap video. Today is going to be pretty interesting because we are going to be recapping the best available free agents because we've seen a lot of players sign for a good contract, for a bad contract. You guys will have to be the judge of that, but there are still a few number of players that have not signed that are going to make a huge difference of who's going to win the World Series in 2019, which is crazy to say that December 2018 is almost over and we're almost into the new year. This year went by crazy fast. But guys, I do want to update you on my baseball wardrobe just in case you see me in shirts like this. Again, I'm an Indians fan, but I'm wearing the Dodgers shirt because we are going to be talking about the Dodgers a lot today. But my dad hooked me up for Christmas, so we have some Cardinal socks just in case the Cardinals make some moves. We have some Miami Marlins stuff. We have the Yankees and the Pirates. So if there's ever a story that breaks that Bryce Harper signs with the Pirates, we got these guys right here. So if Manny Machado signs with the Phillies, I believe I have some Philly socks as well. So I'm going to be a little festive for you guys, okay? I'm going to be the baseball expert. And I don't know if you guys can see because I'm not that flexible, but I have some, I just pulled something, but I have some Jackie Robinson socks on just to kind of commemorate the Dodgers. So I'm gonna go get some ice. Ouch. What we're going to do is we are quickly going to go over the top 30 free agents according to ESPN and see if they signed or not. So obviously at the number one spot according to ESPN, again, let me know what you guys think of this list in the comment section down below. Manny Machado is the number one free agent. He was on the Dodgers last. He's 26 years old. When he is healthy, we know that Manny Machado is a top 5, top 10 player in this game. In terms of shortstops, I don't know if there's anyone better than him as an overall player. Maybe Francisco Lindor, Carlos Correa, or Corey Seager when he comes back, and hopefully he's healthy. In that conversation with the likes of Lindor and Correa and Seager, you know that you are a prime player, and especially at shortstop, he is going to get a massive deal. Now, the only thing holding back Machado and Harper are dollar signs, okay? So they want the most amount of money that they possibly can while also being in a position to win. He wants to be part of that going forward. He got the taste, he's got the itch, he does not want to go back. Bryce Harper, he has been on some of the best teams in league history and they've all choked. How can you be on a team with Scherzer and Gio Gonzalez and Strasburg and have Bryce Harper on your team and all the other players that they've had and not make a World Series? That's just, Bryce Harper wants to win. So yes, he wants money, but he wants to win just as bad. So obviously we saw the number 1 and 2 spots were held for Bryce Harper and Manny Machado. Coming in at number 3 at 29 years old, Patrick Corbin signed a 6-year deal with the Nationals. So the Nationals are not done. They really want Bryce Harper to re-sign, so they're trying everything that they can to get pieces in place. They also just signed Anibal Sanchez, who had a pretty good year last year with the Atlanta Braves. He had a 2.83 ERA, so he had a kind of resurging year. I don't know if it's going to be able to be replicated, but you know, it's a nice little pick to the rotation. This one pays me to say, but the number 4 ranked prospect Michael Brantley at 31 years old, he signed a 2-year deal with the Houston Astros. And who are the Houston Astros? Yeah, they swept the Cleveland Indians in the 2018 playoffs. So say what you want, but Michael Brantley, I love you, man. You did a lot for us. You were injured quite a bit, but yeah, you kind of pulled the Kevin Durant, but that's just me. Dallas Keuchel has not had the best career ever since he won his Cy Young. Now, he had a really good season. I thought that he was going to be the next Clayton Kershaw. That was in my opinion. Maybe I got caught away with the beard and everything like that, but at 30 years old, the teams that he's been connected to most are the Phillies and the Angels. In my opinion, I hope that he goes to the Angels because I really want Mike Trout to start getting playoff wins, and I think Dallas Keuchel in that rotation would help them. The next 2 players are both position players. We have AJ Pollock and Jed Lowry. They're both of age, so AJ Pollock is 31 years old. When he's healthy, he is one of the top 10 outfielders in baseball, so I wouldn't mind if the Indians sign him. And if your team is looking for an outfielder, if you can get AJ Pollock on the cheaper side, I would definitely take that. Now, Jed Lowry is a different case because he is 34 years old, and that's when you see Achilles start to tear. That's when you start to see things, just knick-knacky injuries become more pronounced. So Jed Lowry, I would be careful, maybe give him a 1 or 2 year deal, but if you need a second baseman or a DH or a third baseman, I think you can plug him in pretty easily. We saw that Josh Donaldson signed with the Braves on a 1-year, $23 million deal. So the Braves are going to be much improved as well. Now I'm going to tell you guys this as an Indians fan, Josh Donaldson can still hit. Okay, he put up a plus 900 OPS with our squad, and he's going to do the same for you guys. So keep in mind, Josh Donaldson, fresh off a season where he barely played, he's going to be back and healthy. So, you know, keep that in the back of your head. The Braves are going to be even better. Charlie Morton signed a 2-year deal with the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays are going to be an underdog. I know they're in the AL East because they have the Yankees and the Red Sox, so they might not be considered the best team, but watch out for them. They're going to be much improved. They had a good trade where they gave away Chris Archer and they got a couple players back in return. Austin Meadows, that kid can rake. Yasmani Grandal is a 30-year-old backstop who had an absolutely awful, and I mean historically bad postseason, to the point where I saw him live. I was at Game 3 of the World Series, the 18-inning game. I think he struck out every single time I saw him up. So I feel bad for the guy. I played baseball before. Striking out's not fun, especially over and over and over again in the World Series. It can't be a good look. But if you're looking for a backstop, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys are Dodgers fans, let me know. Do you want to re-sign Yasmani Grandal, or do you want him to go somewhere else? Because if you're a Dodgers fan and you want him to go somewhere else, that's saying something about the guy. Now, as an Indians fan, I can say that we need catchers, and even me, I don't know if I'd want to take the risk. Yasmani Grandal, 30 years old, had a good season, but the postseason was a little different, so I'm on the fence about him. So those were the top 10 free agents according to ESPN. Now, I quickly want to recap real quick and give you guys predictions as to who is not signed and where I think they're going to go. Manny Machado, I would say the teams that are most interested or should be most interested are the Dodgers, the Phillies, the White Sox, and the Yankees. Those are the 4 teams that I think he might go to, and in my opinion, I think he's going to be primed to go to the Phillies. That'd be a perfect fit. Bryce Harper, the fact that the Dodgers just traded Matt Kemp and Yasiel Puig for Homer Bailey, and then they dumped Homer Bailey. It was just to get rid of payroll. They're trying to get underneath that penalty line where if you exceed that, you get taxed and penalized up the wahoo. So they're trying to get underneath that. They succeeded. So if they sign Bryce Harper, they're back above that, but the penalty is not going to be as stiff. So I think the Dodgers are the prime team to get Harper, but you also have the Phillies, you have the White Sox, and the Yankees. So you're going to see those 3 teams, the Phillies, the White Sox, the Yankees, and I'll throw a 14 the Dodgers. You're going to see them in a lot of discussions. Dallas Keuchel, like I said, I think that he is primed to join the Los Angeles Angels, but if anything, I've heard a lot of talk about the Mariners and they're in rebuilding mode. I'm not sure if that would be a good pick, but you know, he stays in the AL West. I think that he should re-sign with the Astros though. AJ Pollock, I hope that he goes to the Indians, but I think that the Mets could use him. I think that the Giants could use him. I mean, he's an outfielder. He's really good. He's 31 years old. He can steal you 20 bags and hit 20 home runs. Not bad. Jed Lowry is a very interesting case because he is 34 years old, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to duplicate what he did last year. But if there's any team looking for a nice little infielder, I would say the Red Sox could use him. I would say they could put him at second base. They just lost Ian Kinsler, so maybe you could do that. I know Dustin Pedroia is coming back, but if they could kind of platoon back and forth, that's pretty solid. Because then if we look at the rest of the free agents, we see that Nathan Eovaldi signed, Hanji Ryu signed, Andrew McCutchen signed, Lance Lynn, Wilson Ramos, J.A. Happ, they've all signed. We have Nick Markakis and Nelson Cruz, as well as Jose Iglesias. They're kind of like the 16, 17, 18 of the best free agents, which you're still going to get a lot of money. That's why if you guys are playing sports out there, and if you're good at baseball and football, pick baseball. It's healthier and you get more money. Nick Markakis is 35 years old, but he is an Iron Man. If I had a spot in my outfield, I would give him the money, which we do. The Indians, I would say, should be going for Nick Markakis because I don't really know who we're going to have in the outfield, to be honest with you. Bradley Zimmer's always hurt, so the Giants could use him. I would say the Mets could use him. There's a lot of teams that could use the services of Nick Markakis, but if you guys had to pick, where do you think Nick Markakis is going to go? And then we talk about Nelson Cruz. I have no idea. He's 38 years old. He's going to be a DH. He could really go to any team that he wants, but if he stays with the Mariners, I think that's cool, or if there's any other team that really needs him, maybe even the Rangers. They've talked about bringing him back. I think that would be a nice little reunion. The Jose Iglesias, again, a nice little shortstop. He's almost like a poor man's Brandon Crawford. He's not going to hit you a lot of home runs, but he's got a really good glove and can maybe steal you a few bags. So let me know, where do you think Jose Iglesias is going to go? And then rounding out the top 30, we have Anibal Sanchez. Again, he signed with the Nationals for a 2-year deal. Gio Gonzalez and Wade Miley, 2 guys that pitched pretty well in the postseason for the Brewers. They are both free agents. We see Matt Harvey signing with the Angels on a 1-year deal. So if you have Matt Harvey on the Angels, and if you sign Dallas Keuchel, and maybe you get Tyler Skaggs being healthy, Nick Tropiano being a little bit healthy, you just lost Garrett Richards. I think the Angels, they gotta get some players from Mike Trout. And it starts with pitching, because their offense should be a little bit better now that Zach Cozart's coming back. But my gosh, the Angels are a mess. Mike Moustakas, again, a really good third baseman. He's not going to hit you a 330 average, but he's got a gold glove. He's got a pretty good arm. He's not going to steal you 20 bags, but I think Mike Moustakas is a pretty solid pick if he goes to San Francisco. I think it would also be really cool as if he was reunited with Eric Hosmer out in San Diego, because the Padres, they're trying to rebuild as well. So he's in the top 25 free agents. Justin Smoke signed a 1-year, or his option was picked up by the Blue Jays. CC signed a 1-year deal with the Yankees for $8 million. Wow. And I'm pretty sure that he's having some injury bugs right now, so he might not even play in 2018. I think it's something with his heart. Jesse Chavez, Asdrubal Cabrera, Derek Holland, and Adam Ottavino, the man who just said that he could strike out Babe Ruth. DJ LeMahieu is still on the market. Georges Familia signed a 3-year deal with the Mets, so I'm glad to see him back in his hometown team. Well, that's the team that he was most known for playing. David Robertson, Marwin Gonzalez, Zach Zach Britton, Ian Kinsler just signed a 2-year deal with the Padres. So there you go. Kelvin Herrera, I think any team could use the services of Kelvin Herrera. He's 28 years old, and as a relief pitcher, you could use him. Clay Buchholz is still a free agent. Craig Kimbrell, he's looking for a lot of money. I think he wanted like a 7-year deal or something insane like that. Everyone was making fun of Craig Kimbrell. I mean, he's still Craig Kimbrell. He's got the big name attached to it. I'm just not sure if he's a big game closer anymore. Don't get me wrong, Craig Kimbrell is still really good, but he's not Atlanta Braves Craig Kimbrell, which would probably get a 7-year deal. But yeah, that's in the past. We saw that Joe Kelly went from the Boston Red Sox to the LA Dodgers on a 3-year deal, but he got $25 million. So good on you, Joe Kelly, getting that bread and all that different stuff getting carved up. Not really, because never mind. Drew Pomeranz, I don't know where he's going to go. He kind of sucked it up with the Red Sox, so I'm not sure who's going to give him that much money. I think he's still going to be on a team, but for very, very, very cheap. Andrew Miller, pains me to say this because we lost, you know, Michael Brantley, we lost Andrew Miller, we lost a lot of guys the last few years to free agency, which is just a bummer. But he signed a 2-year deal with the Cardinals for $25 million. Martin Perez, he was with the Rangers, wasn't very good, but he's ranked at, you know, kind of high. Tyson Ross, Jeremy Hellickson, Ryan Matson, and Cody Allen, who is kind of buns in my opinion. I'm an Indians fan. I can tell you guys, you don't want Cody Allen on your team. Steve Pearce signed a 1-year deal with the Red Sox, which is awesome to see. And then coming up at the number 50 spot, we have Freddie Galvis, and he's actually not too bad. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below, of all the players that we talked about, who do you want on your team? Do you want Bryce Harper? Do you want Manny Machado? Do you want Dallas Keuchel? Do you want AJ Pollock? And let me know in the comment section down below who you would want to sign, what your favorite team is, all the different stuff, and let me know why. Whether you need outfield help or bench help, there's got to be a reason why, and I want you guys to let me know. So catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.